tell them about something that you went through where you struggled or had a difficult situation, or somebody took advantage of you or abused you or mistreated you, and their very first reaction is to tell you what you should have done differently to avoid being in that situation or being taken advantage of or abused, you can know right away that that person is not someone who can hold the type of emotional support and space and care for you that you need in that moment. Because when you go through something difficult, you're needing someone to catch you. You're needing somebody else to give you care, to help you to integrate, to help you to process, to recognize your feelings and acknowledge them and validate them with you. Not someone to establish superiority over you by telling you what they would have done differently, showing to you that they're smarter than you because they would have handled it better and it wouldn't have happened to them. Those are all things that are going on internally within them when they do this kind of thinly veiled victim blaming of saying, well, here's what you should have done differently, or here's what I should have done differently to avoid being mistreated, which you didn't expect to be. And they are going through that internally to reassure themselves that it couldn't happen to them. But that means that they're taking care of them, like their own insecurities in that moment, and not holding space for your emotional needs. And that person might change that behavior over time. You know, we are all human. And when we do have those types of shadows and insecurities, then it can be easy to default to them when we're in conversation with someone else. They might go away and grow and work through that behavior and respond differently in the future. But in the moment where you are sharing something that was difficult for you, or where someone else perpetrated something against you, and their immediate reaction is to tell you why you were the problem and what you should have done differently, and that you made choices that you should have decided differently about and that they would have done it differently, the conversation is over, because you aren't going to be able to convince them of the type of emotional support that you need in that moment. They probably are very uncomfortable with the emotions that you're presenting anyway, for all of those reasons that we discussed. So that's your cue. That's your sign that that person just is not capable of offering you what you need in that moment. And to give yourself that self-protection, give yourself that self-love by not trying to continue to get it from them when they simply are incapable of it. At this time, anyway, I see you and I appreciate you.